Hello all, James here from James Habitat again. Just wanted to do a quick tips video about installing push fit style control knobs. Now this might seem a really simple task, and it is ultimately, but without due care and attention you can damage the pot, which is fine when it's loose like this, easy to repair, but when it's in your guitar or you've just done a whole wiring loom swap or a pot replacement and you get to go and push the control knob on and damage it, obviously it's quite disappointing. So it's easier just to rule that out with some simple tips on just how to install one safely without damaging the pot or the pot shaft itself. As you might notice, split shafts split down the middle, which gives it some adjustability basically, but with CTS ones in particular or other Imperial spec pots, they usually have 24 splines, which is matched with US spec style control knobs. So you ideally don't want to be fitting metric style push fit control knobs, which might have they may well have a similar ID, most are smaller, but the splines, there's usually like 18 splines on a metric style push fit control knob, whereas as I say, ones that suit CTS or US spec pots are 24 spline, 5.95mm. Even if you've got the correct size pot, you might find first time around you'll come to fit it and it just won't go on. Definitely just stop there and prepare the pot shaft to fit it correctly. Basically, if you force a pot shaft control knob onto a pot shaft, what it can do is push the actual shaft right through the pot casing and push the pot casing off. That could in theory be repaired, but that can be quite fiddly to build back up so it works correctly again. So just save yourself the trouble of doing that and just install it nice and simply. So basically, yeah, if you push it on and it's way too tight, remove the control knob, grab some pliers. I'll just use some long nose ones here, but I'm sure any type would be fine, and just pinch them together a little bit, and just try it a little bit at a time rather than big movements. One thing I will say as well is if you move the control knob around, you'll feel the control knob lock into place on some of the splines. So obviously most control knobs have got like a 1 or 0 to 10, something like that, and you'll want to locate that in a point there you want it on the guitar. So obviously I can't do that in this particular video, but say for example the 10's facing me, I'll find the notch until there, and I'll begin trying to push it down. Again, this feels too tight to me. If I was pushing that on with the guitar all bolted up, I'd worry about pushing the pot shaft through. So I just need to pinch that in a bit more again. Try that. Okay, that went on. Feels a little bit tight though, so I'll probably loosen it a touch more again. There's no real need for it to be that tight. Might cause difficulties when trying to get the control knob off again in the future. Ultimately, adjusting it wise, you want it to be a tight fit, but you don't want it to be impossible to get the thing off again in the future. The splines will soon allow it to have enough grab on the shaft and not spin in situ. That felt about right, that pulled on pretty easily, pulls off relatively easily. So yeah, no more pressure than that really. You could do it a bit looser if you wanted, but that pushed on quite nice. Ready to go. Yeah. So yeah, main tips I would recommend for this: adjust it so it's a nice easy push on, never force it on, otherwise you'll risk damaging the pot, and certainly don't try and attempt to fit the smaller metric size control knobs or 18 spline control knobs onto a CTS or US spec 24 spline pot. It's just one of those things, if it's too small and you're trying to force it on, it just risks damaging the pot. I have seen guitars are repaired and stuff and you come to take the control knob off and they've been squashed right the way down just for the sake of fitting an 18 spline control knob. I can understand if that's all you've got, but it's worth just getting the right type and save risk. So yeah, nice and simple. Pinch it together until it gets a really nice snug fit where you're not forcing it on, but it's not too loose. If you go a bit too far, you've tightened it a bit too far, grab something like a flathead screwdriver or something similar that will fit in the gap nicely and just widen it back up again and start again. As simple as that. Ultimately, split shaft pots are designed to have some adjustability to get a good fit, so you should be good to go. Hope that helps and reduces any risk of damage. So cheers all, and good luck with your projects. Here at James's Homertone, we're passionate about guitars, traditional and unique, and we proudly represent the brands that share our ethos of getting the most out of your own guitars. Our online shop is a curated collection of accessories, electronics and parts, pickups and of course guitars, with an easy to use checkout as well as convenient shipping methods which are available across the UK, Europe and selected countries worldwide. The shop is a culmination of a lifetime's obsession with the guitar, and we hope that your visit provides a sense of that through the quality products we offer, as well as the unique nature of the brands that we proudly represent. Check out the website at www.homeoftone.co.uk, and I hope you enjoy your visit. Thanks for watching this video here on our channel, and if you did, it'd be great if you could click the like and subscribe buttons too. We really appreciate your support. Thank you very much.